Hey Crafty Peeps! Today I have a pumpkin spice theme video for you. Some easy DIYs that you're going to love. Also, I want to thank today's sponsor, HTV Ront. I'm going to show you a fabulous project. So let's get right into it.
For this project, I'm going to start with these little wood pieces from Dollar Tree, drill a hole in the center. This was an acorn one I did, but also did these little pumpkins. I think they might be apples, but I'm making them pumpkins. So using some pumpkin Waverly chalk paint and some water, I just mix these in a bowl and then set them aside to dry. Once they're all dry, I'll go ahead and start stringing them together. So I'm going to take this little mug here also from Dollar Tree, and I just paint it with that same pumpkin Waverly chalk paint, and then so after that is dry, I'm going to put all this together. So I just start with some twine, and at first here I used some masking tape to get through each of the beads, and then that wasn't really working, so I went ahead and used an actual needle. I really wanted to use these beads from Dollar Tree, but the a hole in it was just too small, which was kind of a bummer. I liked the different shape. So I went ahead and used these beads also from Dollar Tree, and I think actually they look really good. So my pattern is dark, and then wooden, and then dark, and then pumpkin. So love this pattern. These are all from Dollar Tree. This is a fully Dollar Tree project. So it is a little hard to get through the pumpkin. I would have drilled a little bit bigger of a hole. Mostly it was hard just because, you know, you have two pieces of twine right there in the beginning. But if you're struggling, I just use my pliers to pull it since I can get a better grip that way. But that worked out really well. You can see this coming along, and it is super cute. Of course, my little pumpkin spice there, it needs some whipped cream. So using some of the Dollar Tree spackle, I go ahead and just put it down here on the top. I don't know why every single time I forget to kind of wet my base there, because it will stick better if you wet it. So just run your finger in some water and wipe it across the wood, and this will stick a little bit better. But I went ahead and I just kept at it, and then I set it aside to dry before I put it onto the little garland there. And then with some hot glue, I just glue on this little wood pumpkin sticker, also from Dollar Tree. I'm excited Dollar Tree's carrying these book stacks. They make them really easy to make over. I just painted each book pumpkin. I think it was like a light mocha and like an espresso. And then I went to my Cricut, and using the font BFC Love Quinn, I cut out pumpkin spice latte. And then, of course, just put these right down on the book. I like to have them all come to the right, so I start with the last letter on the right. Now, I will say that the latte one, it did pull up a little bit of the paint, and I was like, no, but I was able to fix it really easily, and you cannot tell. I went back later and I painted that spot. And then I also went over to my Cricut and I found this cute little latte. It was actually something I had downloaded for free a while ago, and then I actually wish I would have used one from Design Space that was a little bit easier to cut out. But I just cut it out using just some solid paper there, and those are my 3 pieces that I just glued together. And then I made a little tag there just by using a little brown Sharpie, a little fine tip Sharpie, and I just went around, kind of made a little stitching. And then I'm just gonna cut a hole here in the top of my tag, and then it's just a matter of tying this twine around. I do it a couple times, and then this cute little tag hangs from it. Now I did see a similar one like this. That's where I got the inspiration from, and something they did that was so cute was they did like a little dollop of probably like caulking at the top on the box to make it look like a little whipped cream droplet, and I thought that was really cute. But I didn't really have the right tools to do that on hand, and so I just kept it simple. But that would be a really cute addition if that is something you want to do to take this little cute book stack to the next level. I have had a bleached shirt on my to-do list for a long time now, and so I'm taking this black cotton shirt and I'm just using some of my catch tape here just to make sure that I have the area that I want to use the bleach on all taped off. And then I went to my sublimation printer and I printed out this cute saying, which I did download, so I will make sure that I link that below where I downloaded it. I want to say it was like $3. And then I will take my shirt out and just using some bleach in a spray bottle, I just start bleaching this. Now, again, this is the first time I've ever made this, and I made some mistakes that now I know, and for next time. So it does, the bleach did go over this little area here and make like a line, so I just have to be a little more careful or get a little closer, but I just go ahead and peel this tape off. And then I will spray the rest of the shirt so that it just gets kind of those little dots, like little rain. And you can see how fast it's coming up. It really is a fast project. So the reason I made that little rectangle in the center there is because I am going to use my new HTV Ront automatic heat press that I am so excited to get and use. And as I mentioned earlier, they are sponsoring this video. This is so simple to use. I love it. You set the temperature there, and then there is the timer, and then the plus or minus is obviously up or down. You can also set modes, so like if you're always going to be doing the same thing, you can set that, and then there's automatic. I was a little intimidated to use the auto function, so I just did each one. But what I love about this is its size, because my other heat press swings out to the side, and I just don't have the room for something to swing out to the side. So I love that this comes straight out, and again, it's super easy to use. I'm sorry that it's a little dark there, but I have a window behind me and that makes it really hard to get good lighting. So first, I should say I washed this shirt all by itself. I didn't use any detergent. I just threw it in the wash so it would be ready to go. But it is wrinkled. So I'm just going to run it through first just to press it so it's nice and smooth, ready to go. I just did it for like 10 seconds on just whatever heat it was up to at that moment. And now it's ready for me to use my sublimation paper on. Now, normally when you sublimate, you are going to want to use like a polyester so that it is super vibrant. But that's okay for this type of project because I want it to have kind of that vintagey look. And so when you are doing sublimation, you do need a white surface. The darker your surface, the more muted the colors will be on your sublimation. And so this was a trial and error type thing, and I actually love the way the colors turned out, because again, I just kind of wanted this to have like a vintagey bleached vibe to it. So make sure whenever you're printing anything for heat transfer that you print it backwards, so mirror the image. I am proud to say that I remembered on both projects today to mirror it. So using this little thing right here for this tape dispenser is the coolest thing ever. You turn it and it cuts little pieces of tape for you. You don't even have to do anything. It's amazing. Great. It's easy peasy. I put that in for, shoot, I don't remember how many seconds, but you see how it just opened up automatically. So if my kid distracts me, I get a phone call, something happens, when the time is up, it is going to lift off. So perfect. Look at how good that looks. I'm so excited about this. Now, I'm not a big fan of just regular t-shirts. I usually like a v-neck or something like that. So I've seen this trend and I really love the idea. So I measured kind of from my neckline down how far I wanted to cut this, and then I fold my shirt in half long ways. Make sure the back of your shirt is not anywhere near, because you don't want to cut the back, you're only cutting the front. And then I decide kind of how tall or wide I want my triangle, because what I'm doing is just cutting a triangle out of the neckline. And this is just going to give it some extra fun and pizzazz, so you can obviously skip this step, but I thought it was fun. So again, you're just cutting a triangle, and then the shirt's done. So much fun. And then after I've made this shirt, I thought, okay, I'm going to also show you how great the AutoPress does with vinyl heat transfer. So using my HTV Ront vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, I will go ahead and make a shirt for my daughter. This is just a cheapy little white cotton shirt, and I found this image in Cricut Design Space. It says Pumpkin Kisses Harvest Wishes, and so it's a two-color image there. So I will peel this one off, and then I add the other two colors, and so quick. Just a quick shirt. Now that I feel a little more confident in making shirts, I can't wait to personalize a bunch of shirts for her for Spirit Days or whatever else. My daughter's 8 years old, so you know a lot of those fun things will be coming up. Make sure you cover your whole image though. Don't heat what you've already done directly on the heat. But there it is, super quick and easy. The AutoPress is getting a 5 out of 5 stars for me. Here's a quick little tag makeover. Sanded the paper off, painted it white, and then just using some vinyl here, I made this little sign. There's layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. Super simple. And then I just add a little bow from Target ribbon. I mean Dollar Tree ribbon. I don't know what I'm saying. I know that went a little bit fast with putting the vinyl down, but I know that most of you already know how to do that. Okay, so now I'm taking some of these window clings from Dollar Tree, and what I like to do is just cut around the image. I don't like using them by peeling them off. I find them harder to work with. So I'm going to just pop this Be Mine out of this Valentine sign that was in my stash. I do believe they have these in the home decor section that say like family or something like that. So I'm going to just sand this down so it's nice and smooth, and then I just grab 2 pieces of patterned scrapbook paper that I thought would go well with this, and I just double stick tape them down into the sign. And up at the top there you can see the 3 images that I cut out of the window cling sheet there, and then I just use some 3D tape on the backs of those little images and put them in here, and I think it's the cutest sign. I love Dollar Tree's window clings. Like, they're so good. So if you just treat them like kind of like a sticker, like I said, I cut them out. I don't find them difficult to cut out. Then, I mean, there's just endless possibilities. And I say endless possibilities because in the next project, I use another window cling in the design there. So let me know, do you like the window clings? What do you do with them? I know you can peel them off and Mod Podge them, but again, I don't like the way it looks as much because they are clear, whereas if you cut them out, they're still on their white backing, and so I think the image pops a lot more.
Clean up my act for a month or two, but I eventually fall back in. Repeating patterns and cycles of thoughts that make my nightmares self-fulfilling. But you remind me that I'm only human. I'm only human. What can I do to deserve you? What can I do to deserve you? You're always making fun of me, saying that my head's too big.
I've had this owl from Dollar Tree in my stash for a while, not quite sure what to do with it, but I do love owls. So I just popped all these top pieces off, and it was actually really easy to pop off. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're like really stuck on there, but thankfully these ones were easy to pop off. And then just using some scrapbook paper, I'm just going to cover this up. Of course, you can paint it. I just love scrapbook paper, as you know, so if I can use it, I'm gonna. And then here off to the side, that was one of the window clings that I cut out, the little pumpkin spice latte. So I just kind of take it there and see which one of the prints I like the most with it, and I landed on this one. So I'm just going to trace it and cut it out, and I use a couple different ones on this project.
All of the little things. What can I do to deserve you? What can I do to deserve you?
And then using some antique wax by Waverly, I'm going to go ahead and put it on his little feet and on his eyes and beak.
I don't think I can hold my head up much longer than this. Too many drinks and all of the sudden I'm a mess. Falling asleep in the passenger side and I feel just like a kid. Could you help me?
And I'm just going to use a little piece of tan paper here and put it behind my owl's eyes because I don't want that checkered pattern showing through. So this way the eyes will pop a little bit. And then once I get this on there, I can start gluing everything down. I do want to invite you over to Instagram because I share these DIYs, but I also share shopping hauls and other budget-friendly things, as well as some hacks. And if you watch my stories, you'll get a little bit more information on my personal life. And also, if you DM me over there, I will answer you back. So my name over there is $__mom. Okay, so using some Dollar Tree buttons here, I thought it would be really cute to make for his eyes. Look how perfect that is. And then I just add my little pumpkin spice latte in his hand, and he is done. At first, I thought it should go in his right hand, or what you're seeing on the right, but then I'm like, the straw kind of goes into his eye. So personally, if I were to make this over, I would switch hands for his little latte. But in this grand scheme of things, it does not really matter.
Coming to when I get in the shower, but I'm still halfway dressed. Searching around till I knock something down and you come rushing in. You ask if I'm alright, I say that I'm fine. I'm just tired of being a burden. Could you help me out of it? Could you help me out of this? What did I do to deserve you?
I saw this hack on Instagram and I am so thankful. So when you're weeding out these little pieces, you just touch the lint roller and it comes right off of your thing. And then the lint roller doesn't roll either because it's stuck to your table. It is absolutely perfect. Okay, so I am doing another pumpkin spice vinyl here. So see, I have this sizer like paper, vinyl. It was trash. Now I think that brand's probably okay, and then maybe mine was old. I had a ton of it. That's why I used it, but I regret it because the other two were cut out with the HTV Ront vinyl. I've been using that vinyl for a really long time now, and I love it. It weeds a million times better and transfers better. So yeah, the other two colors there are from them. So I thought it would just be fun to kind of do it on the back of this sign here, and not paint the sign because it kind of has that like fall vibe with that, natural brown color. So I went ahead and just did it that way. It made another super simple sign. These are the kind of projects that you can whip out in one day and have a really cute theme. So I'm just showing you here how I layer everything because I know earlier that other vinyl project I went really fast. So I just kind of wanted to show you here how I layer the 3 different colors. I kind of laid it down a little funky at the bottom, and so that's why I only pull it partially. That way I can pull the bottom piece and kind of fix it there. I'm not the best with vinyl. I'm not gonna lie. It's just not the thing I'm the best at. That's okay because it turns out. So another quick project. I didn't even add a bow or anything. I loved this. I thought it would look so cute in the kitchen. Okay, now I'm going to make over this little coffee stand here. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the little clip there, which I think is really cute. And I thought about maybe putting it back on, but I didn't. And then just taking some of the Waverly paint and pumpkin, and then some white paint, I just went ahead and painted this simply to make it ready for my little vinyl. Now, I should have painted this and checked it out before I cut the vinyl, but I was cutting all my vinyl at once, and I don't love the size of this vinyl, this decal. So that is the thing I like the least about this project, and I thought it might not look that bad, going over this little, you know, white like holder, right? What's that called? When you put it, I don't know, so your hands don't burn. So that is my mistake here, but you get the gist. And again, all of these images came from Cricut Design Space. They had like way too many cute ones. Like I couldn't decide. Like they're really, really good. Okay, then using my paint marker here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of draw what the cup should look like, give it a little bit more dimension. And then I use the brown one as well just to kind of make everything pop, and then this is done. So you can see here a lot of these would be great for a tier tray, but I really think this was a really fun video to make with all the pumpkin spice. Now, I'm not a huge pumpkin spice fan. I don't hate it, but I don't really care when it comes out. But this stuff is so cute. So let me know in the comments if you've made it this far. Thank you. Just tell me, are you a pumpkin spice fanatic, or is it something you can just, you know, you're just like, whatever, I'm sticking with my regular coffee.
Cycles of thoughts that make my nightmares self-fulfilling, but you remind me that I'm only human.
I hope you enjoyed all of this pumpkin spice inspiration. Make sure you subscribe for more fall videos to come. And until next time, happy crafting!